Welcome back. Well, the SGX is suggesting a big gap down now. So let's get straight to our technical experts. We have Mitessh Thakkar and Sudarshan Sukhani who joins us on the show. Morning, gentlemen. Well, Sudarshan, let's come across to you. You'll have to be very, very brave to buy the Nifty with the kind of global cues that we're having. But what is your view on the index?
Good morning, Nigel. Now, there's no way to say whether this gap down is a correction of the earlier uptrend or it's a resumption of the downtrend. I mean, it's difficult to say which one is this. So what we do is we wait patiently. We assume that this is for some reason, a correction of that big move we saw from 16,700 to 17,400. Now, there is significant support in the Nifty around 17,100, which is almost where the markets are supposed to open, almost. So if 17,100 holds, then at some point during the day, you will, as you said, I would be brave enough to buy the Nifty and keep a 100-point stop loss. If that breaks, then all bets are off for buying and just step aside. I don't think we can short at a 200-point gap down. So wait for 17,100. If it holds, buy. Otherwise, do nothing.
Okay. Mitessh Thakkar is also with us. Mitessh, good morning. What do you do at a time like this? After the gap down opening, what's the approach? And while you're at it, tell us about individual stocks as well. What are you buying and selling today?
Okay. Good morning, Sonia. So I think on the index, I think Sudarshan highlighted a very important level, 17,100, and then 16,980 is the 200 average area. My sense is that if this decline gets arrested between 17,100, 16,980 zone somewhere, and then, tries to give a rebound, maybe we'll attempt below. But if we continue to see this decline kind of, go below the 200 average, then I think we might be resuming the bigger downtrend, and therefore we might be actually heading towards fresh lows just below the levels of 16,800, which is what we made about 5-6 days back. So I think the 200 average and the 17,100 support is the key area which I'm watching, is the key zone which I'm watching. And only below 16,980 will I short the index aggressively because, again, with the 250-point gap down, you might not want to short immediately. Maybe during the day, we'll assess and take a fresh call on this. On the stock side, I have 3 sells to a buy. I have a sell on Bata with a stop at 1801 for targets of 1744. Dalmia Bharat is a sell with a stop at 1550 for targets of 1465, and Godrej Consumer is a sell with a stop at 841 for targets below 800 here. And the buy call is Bharat Forge on a mild decline around 760 buy with a stop below 740 for targets of 795.
By the stronger names, relative strength basically. Gentlemen, hi, good morning. Sudarshan, what about you? What would be your picks?
Well, on a day like this, see, it's my view that we are probably in a long-term bull market. So when you have sharp corrections like we are expecting today, this is a very good time for investors and position traders to buy good quality stocks at relatively lower prices. So ICICI Bank is a buying opportunity. For traders, the stop is 850. For investors, it's an ideal time to accumulate. NMDC is another buy. It has strong relative strength. Momentum has been rising. It's been outperforming the index. That's a buying opportunity with a stop under 131. And 2 intraday shorts, SBI Life, where relative strength and momentum are both weakening and have been weak. Intraday short with a stop over 1256. And Ultratech Cement, same position as SBI Life, very weak. Intraday short with a stop above 6307. But the thrust should be on accumulation of good quality stocks on days like this.
All right. Thanks very much, Sudarshan and Mitessh, with those trading ideas. Appreciate you joining in as always. Let's just look at the SGX once more. As I was saying in the morning, this is not very different from what we've had on earlier occasion when the data out of the US was very bad, was not bad, good, and that was bad for equities. But the only problem, the only complication is oil. And the move in oil started early last week, maybe the week before, end of the week before. And oil prices are now, 18% higher in the last 7 or 8 trading sessions. What that has done is that has put immense pressure on the currency once again, the dollar rupee, which is a problem. So that's the complication. Otherwise, I mean, we've had days like this when the market sold off, and then there was that impulse to buy at lower levels, buy the dip, and that worked as well. Not all the way into the green, but it was more good than bad. But oil, I think, and consequently what's happening to the currency, those are issues that one needs to. Those are newer elements, relatively newer elements that we need to deal with. Manoj